Over the past decade, Vekoma has become one of the best coaster manufacturers in the world. However, they weren't always like this. I mean, before, they were very shit. A huge complaint of old Vekoma rides is that they're really rough. So why is this, and why is old Vekoma so bad? So, let's get into it. I've pondered this question for years at this point. I mean, why are all of their old rides so bad? It either feels like your head is in a washing machine, or there's a jackhammer up your asshole. So, why is this? Well, in all my hours of searching, I can only find one Reddit reply that answers everything. Pretty much, roller coasters cost a ton of money. I mean, this is really evident with B&M, modern and old. However, Vekoma marketed their rides towards parks that couldn't afford these big rides. Thus, they needed to keep the cost as low as possible. Now, when manufacturing anything, including a roller coaster, you need the most precise measurements possible according to the plan. However, when actually building something, you can't get the exact precise measurements, so you need something very close, and that is called the tolerance. Now sadly, the lower the tolerance, the higher the cost, and SLCs and boomerangs and other Vekoma models were designed for small parks with low budgets. Therefore, the tolerances were quite high. This leads to an uncomfortable and shaky ride experience, as all of the track doesn't quite add up perfectly. So, as most of you probably know from experience, it's not a smooth ride. Also, the restraints on boomerangs weren't too bad, and I'm aware that most of them have been replaced by weird metal bars by, what company is it? Oh well, I forgot, tell me in the comments below. Most of you are probably screaming right now, but I don't care. However, the SLC model, which stands for Suspended Looping Coasters, for those of you who don't know, have really uncomfortable restraints. It's like, they're a good, I've got to say 6 inches thick, and you know, headbanging is absolutely unpreventable. Some parks have decided to switch out the old Vekoma trains for new Vekoma trains with vest restraints. However, some people report that this makes the ride possibly even worse. Overall, Vekoma was not on top form in the early 90s. However, after the building of Odyssey at Fantasy Island, possibly the biggest roller coaster failure ever, they changed their design for good. Now, the SLC model has been improved and replaced by the STCs. The most famous one of these being Nafiana Force at Emerald Park, Tato Park. Anyway, it's in Ireland.
You're not capable of going here.
That's very true.
Anyway, that's going to be the end of today's video. I just wanted to put one out just, so you remember I exist, because I'm working on quite a big one at the moment. Just the software I'm supposed to be using to, download the videos just doesn't work at the moment. So as soon as that starts working, then expect a new video. Also, I'm going to Thorpe Park in just less than a week, so expect way more content about Thorpe Park. Anyway, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so let's do it. Right, in a bit.